that United We Funk thing was something that blew my mind in a way that probably nothing else has, because here you have Raymond Calhoun of the Gap Band, you got Shamaka from the Barcades, you got Larry Dotson, you got the guys from Pleasure, you got the guys from ConFunkShun, and you're sitting up there and it's all underneath your umbrella and your direction, and you were so laid back about it with no ego, with all the egos in line. How did you put that, man, how did you put that together?
Well, I think understanding where everybody was at in their careers. We all, I'm not going to use the word suffer, but when the music business changed, you know, we went from, as you say, you know, from the 60s to 70s, you know, every 10 years, you know, was a new music, right? And unfortunately a new drug that plagued this country one way or another. But the music changed, and sometimes wars associated with that. All the guys that you mentioned, we as in our teenage years were victims of the Vietnam War and the protests, and losing, you know, 4 great leaders: Robert Kennedy, President Kennedy, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. I mean, we lost a lot of leaders in a very short period of time that affected our childhood. And everybody hid, whether they knew it or not, inside their talents, inside their ability to speak through their music. Blacks and whites, if you look at it, were more united then than they ever been in the United States. It's never talked about. You follow me? Because you got Hendrix at Woodstock. You follow me? You got Sly at Woodstock. You got these black artists that are leading the charge in these more, you know, white populated concerts. And you have, you know, the Rolling Stones and Aerosmith and, you know, the rock bands and all those guys. It was groove music. It was dance music. If you know what I'm saying, it wasn't angry. It wasn't screaming guitars and angriness. It was like a, let's get our country back. We ain't liking what we're seeing. Let's just unite together. And they did this like viscerally. They did it without talking about it because it's natural. You know, so when you go through all this and all the guys, we're in our 50s and 60s, you go, come on, man, enough is enough, right? Battling bands, why are we battling each other? We playing the same kind of music. You know, they forgot us. They told us we couldn't write hits. Why did we believe them? We stopped writing. They told us there's no place for us to tour. We stopped touring. Why did we believe that? That was my whole idea. Let's have that conversation. And there was no reason to believe it. So we all bought into, well, I got an idea, let's put this together. My idea was to have every R&B act on the one label. That was my idea. I'm talking about all of them. And then to make it where if you want Calvin, you gotta take me. You want me, you gotta take them. We don't split. You want this, you gotta take all of us. Just make it one solid machine and go out there and just tour it. Because I mean, we could have sold out stadiums. I mean, it was Cameo, Roger, who we lost from Zap, The System, SOS, Barcades, Dazz Band, ConFunkShun, and it was growing. You know what I mean? So imagine that. This is one show, one common band with all these. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? So think about that. You know.
I think about you as an arranger, just to being able to arrange that and some of the things musically that was going on, the hits. And all of that stuff is cool for the general public, but even if you were, let's just say, a jazz lover or a rock lover, there was something in that show for everybody. There was no 2 or 3 songs in a row.
No.
You got to playing ConFunkShun, you go to Dazz,
right.
you go to SOS.
Right.
And man, as an arranger, you pulled off something that probably only Quincy Jones would be capable of, but you did it for the funk. He's always done it for R&B and jazz or whatever, but for me being a funk fan, and even as a kid, I used to get teased, you and that funky music, your parents, and blah, blah, blah. And it makes you rebel, whatever your parents hate, it makes you, and so it was a lot deeper, probably even what you know from the other side of it though, man, because we sitting back and just in awe, and I'm like, wow, I thought I would never get a chance to see Pleasure playing with the Dazz Band. It was just, man, I wish I could put it into words.
Yeah, and what's interesting, Calvin, is that the level of musicianship was so high, I didn't have to arrange anything. You know, I can't take credit for arranging. You know, I will take credit for one thing is orchestrating that idea and pulling those people together and getting the money. That's what I'll take credit for. You follow me? The attitude in which I walked inside of that, I think, I hope it was exemplary to the other people that was involved, that I'm here to have some fun, but I'm serious about what I'm doing. I think that's what people would tell you about me. But, you know, Charlie Wilson, a lot of people don't know, very musical mind. I mean, Charlie has a very musical mind. I mean, he knows his music. He knows where things are supposed to be. ConFunkShun, you know, with KC and those guys, they have musical. So you got, you know, all the bands. You know, I mean, if Cameo had been a part, you know, Larry is a very bright guy. And you follow me, you can't take that away. And so Nate Phillips, you know, with Pledge, you know, Marlon, all these guys were great musicians. You know what I mean? All I did was put them together, and then they all found a spot, non-egotistically, to make this machine go forward.
We're going to get to some entertainment on that United We Funk, but me and you get ready to have an argument because it takes a Bobby Harris, just like it takes a Quincy Jones. You get Quincy Jones, and you get Body Heat, Mellow Madness, and Leon Ware, and Minnie Riperton, and Harvey Mason, all these different people, but it don't happen without Quincy. And United We Funk, whether you want to take the credit or not, because I know you're that type of guy, without a Bobby Harris, we never see it. Let's get to some entertainment from United We Funk, led by the one and only Bobby Harris of the Dazz Band, and we'll be back with a final thought in a few moments.
Right now. That's right. So I want you to jump with us on the beat. Here we go. Come on. Oh yeah. Now check it out. If you ready, if you're ready, I want everybody to put their hand there like this. Are you ready to work that stick? Say yes, we are. Are you ready?
here in Berkeley, okay? You're watching Soul School, Rick James and the Soul City Band. Check it out.